so we are starting this vlog off by doing a little get unready with me. I just kind of want to chat with y'all. It has been so interesting trying to vlog every day because I find myself starting vlogs and then not finishing them and then having to come back. I literally had a whole intro to this filmed. I can't find it. So luckily I did find my get unready with me footage. Basically, this is my night skincare routine. This is everything that I do. I first go in with some makeup wipes, and the ones I use are actually from Trader Joe's. I love the Burt's Bees ones though. And then I go in with actual makeup remover from Neutrogena with a little cotton ball. Then I go in with a green tea facial cleanser. It's one of my favorite facial cleansers, also from Trader Joe's. Then I go in with an exfoliant, which I actually didn't show, and I might show y'all in another video. It's a facial scrub basically to declog my pores. And then I go in with witch hazel and a cotton ball. After that, I actually put castor oil on my face, which sounds so old school, but it's amazing for moisturization. And I also use retinol. Do not knock it until you try it. I love retinol. So yeah. Alrighty, so it is the next day. And I was supposed to vlog last night, but then I fell asleep. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But anyway, so there's a few things I want to touch on. Like, I really need to start, when I'm about to vlog, I really need to start writing down when I get ideas. But I don't do it because I'm like, I want it to flow naturally. One thing I do want to talk about is I was watching this other influencer's vlog. Her name is Monet. I want to like say several things towards being an influencer and a creator because I don't talk about that enough, and just the ins and outs of it. Like we gonna chat. I'm sorry, we gonna come back. It's becoming a theme with these videos that I don't finish them until like 2 days later. I've had so much going on with just trying to like regulate my schedule and whatnot that yeah, sometimes it takes me a little bit longer to get to these. But anyway, so there's a quote that I want to start this video with because to me this is the beginning of the video. Life is not expensive, life is fun, and I'm constantly circulating my money, not spending, circulating my money and attracting abundance in the form of health, love, prosperity, protection, and physical healing. My autonomy is mine. My happiness is real. Everything is magical. Say that a couple of times a day because I wrote it down and I told y'all I was going to start writing things down. Well, luckily for me, I had like a day to basically come finish this video, and I wanted to say that because I'm like, I found myself in this position where I was financial things. I think I was paying, but something came up financial. I was paying bills. I was doing something. I was like, damn, like expensive. It's like when you first receive physical money, and it might be a nice amount. You're like, oh, this is dope. But then after a while, and not everybody's like this. You might feel like, oh God, it's dwindling down, and you're envisioning it in your mind where you're like, I see the numbers going down. Like you can see your bank account amount. Every time you charge, like you see it, you know how much you're like, shit. Everything's so expensive, and feels like the less and less the more that you put out, you start to suddenly feel like, oh, everything's so expensive. Nothing is expensive, and life is fun. Life is magical. Nothing is expensive, and life is fun, and life is magical. Say that. And you do not spend money, you circulate money. I heard that from someone else. I did not come up with that. I wish I could remember who they were. I would have to go back into my TikTok and see who I followed that. It was a video they made. You do not spend money, you circulate money. To me, money is the physical manifestation of everything in life that we can use to secure ourselves. It's almost like to be financially wealthy, to be wealthy in any kind of way, you have to have an abundance mindset, but you also have to be financially literate. You have to know the rules of the spiritual and also the rules of the physical world. You have to know what these little humans is doing with the money and how it works and shit. You got to know that. But in order to keep it around, it's not just about getting it and hoarding it. It's not just about not spending it. Like there's a lot that I'm still learning from a financial literacy standpoint, and I didn't know that's where this video was about to go, but I think it's important because there's so many topics and subjects today coming up about things being more expensive and inflation and poverty and all of those things are so real. People are going through so much. But for me personally, it's something that I'm resonating with. I'm starting to resonate with it. It's like I find that when I stay in this mindset of I'm not looking for it and I enjoy what I do have, it just comes. There's moments where it's harder. And a lot of times I feel like those harder times were lessons for me because I did some shit in the past, or I overspent, or I put my energy in the bad places. When you put your energy in the wrong places and then you pray to attract circumstances that are better for you and to release all that's not good for you, you're going to learn lessons. Financial lessons are included because energy is energy, money is energy, time is energy. So it's just like being in a bad relationship. If you keep willfully getting in bad fucking relationships and you're like, shit, I want to get in better relationships, and you pray for it, like, there's going to be lessons if you continue to do that same shit over and over again. So I think it's the same thing with money, because your energy is just as expensive. It is expensive as fuck to be around people that are not good for you. It's expensive as fuck to be worried about other people and not worried about yourself. It's expensive as fuck to be the scapegoat for motherfuckers who don't want to fix their issues or who have problems, and you're not there to be anybody's mom, nanny, therapist, none of that shit. So yeah, I had to move up a little bit because it's hot. But I'm not gonna ramble too long. This is gonna be a shorter vlog. Like I said, I'm trying to do these every day now. But yeah, money is not expensive. And a lot of it comes from trauma. A lot of it comes from, you have to realize, like, humans created this shit. A lot of it is not used for good, but it can be. It's a tool. Remember that. It's a tool created by humans. If it exists in the world, then it is yours to have. You just have to decide that you want to have it and learn the rules of it. So just whenever you feel like you're looking at prices and you're looking at your bank account, you're like, fuck, things are not expensive. My life is magical. Money is constantly flowing to me. Opportunities are circulating to me, and I do not spend my money, I circulate it. Amen. And that's it. So yeah, that might be the end of this vlog. Actually, no, it's not. Hold up. The thing I wanted to talk about to piggyback off on my last video is relationships. I talked about a couple of key points in my relationships last time that I think are important. I think that one of the main things you can realize, we talking about currency and circulating money and whatnot, is circulating energy back to yourself at all times. Like, it is so important that you give yourself the most time and energy before you give anybody else your time and energy. Like, it's awesome if you can be in a relationship with someone, but I need you to make it so that it does not matter. Like, if you're in a talking stage with somebody, baby, it don't matter if y'all talk for the next 100 years or y'all never talk again. And it's not because you're gonna ghost them, they're gonna ghost you. It's just that, like, you're your own partner first. I want you to receive, and this is for me too, talking to you, Jessica. I want you to receive without expecting attachment. I want you to receive with no attachment. I want you to receive and be in such a place of peace where you can have full autonomy and peaceful solitude, not restrictive solitude, peaceful solitude as you need it, to where you can know that you're safe in your relationships, but you're not confined to any relationships that do not serve your greatest good. So I think that that's really important, because a lot of the lack that people experience in their lives comes from the motherfuckers that they have around them. It's environmental. Think about all the things in your life that would be different if you were in a different environment, different situation. And I know that there are many environments and situations that are a lot harder to overcome. I can't speak to all of that. I can't, claim to know everything and fix everything. But yeah, so yeah. So that's going to be the end of this vlog, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. May you move with grace and allow blessings into your life, but always make room for you first. You're going to receive a lot of blessings, a lot of good things, but make room for yourself first. Like, you're your first priority. You're your first love. Your energy is sacred. Your time is sacred. Everything is sacred. So yeah, I love you guys. Keep watching and comment below.